Yo, what's going on, everyone? The 2021 Mega Arsenal. I've been getting a million blow-ups on it. When am I gonna do it? Why haven't I done it yet? When are you gonna post it? Well, I'm getting it done right now. It is 98% done. This is it. Starting with all my moving baits. Move down to vertical stuff, and then I move down to finesse stuff. So we're gonna start off with this. This is my deep cranking setup. This is a Dobbins 805 CB glass paired with a Daiwa TDZ Type R Plus. This is a 5:7 to 1 gear ratio. I'm gonna go with this reel because it's a low profile. I had a round reel, but I'm gonna go back to my low pros just to see how it works. This is gonna be my deep cranking setup, 6XDs, 8XDs, 10XDs if I really want to. I might also throw light A-rigs on this one as well. So that is the first one, the Dobbins Champ 805 CB glass, paired with a rod sock to match. Next up is the Dobbins Champion 795 Swimbait. This is my A-rig, glide baits, big paddle tail swim baits. I've got it paired with a Daiwa Zillion HLC 6.3 to 1. Currently, I've got an A-rig tied on it. It's got 25, I think it's 25 or 30 pound Lake Fork 4 Hybrid Pro. It's kind of a mono slash fluorocarbon blend. But this is the Dobbins Champion 795 HLC Zillion, again with a blue rod sock. This has been my workhorse the last couple weeks. This is a second generation Dobbins Champion 705 CB MF glass. This is also paired with a Daiwa TDZ Eyes limited edition, very rare, hard to come by. It's the pearl version. It is a 5:7 to 1 gear ratio as well. There's no line on it because I stripped it off because I popped the guide out and I popped the tip guide, so I replaced that with an OE Dobbins guide that I've had in my bag. But I typically throw 15-pound Lake Fork Power Silk on this. If you've seen my posts lately on Instagram, I've been catching all my fish square billing, and this is a blast to square bill with. So after this video, I'm going to be popping more line on this rod and a couple other ones. Next up is a topwater jerkbait combo. This is the Dobbins Champion 705 CB. This is the graphite version. It is paired with a Daiwa SSSV. This is a 7:1 to 1 gear ratio. I'm gonna probably put multiple spools in it. I'm gonna use it for poppers. I'm gonna use it for walking baits. I'm going to use it for other small topwaters, and then I'm going to probably use it for deep jerks when I go up to Lake St. Clair and up north in Wisconsin. This is the custom 705, or the custom SSSV with a Steve spool. As you can tell, the bearings and the knobs spin like crazy. But this is going to duel as my topwater slash jerkbait combo. I need to put some line on this one as well to get it ready for the season. After that is my dedicated jerkbait rod. This is a Dobbins Champion 704 CB, throwing 100s, 110s, 78 DDs. This is paired with a Daiwa Steez SV from Japan, custom. It's got, I think this has 8 or 10 pound blend. This is the floral hybrid from Lake Fork. Just some of the older line that I've had for a long time. I've got it in my bag. I'm just kind of going through it. But this is my dedicated. This is a 6:3 to 1 gear ratio reel. Been my dedicated jerkbait rod for I don't know how long, 7 or 10 years. This model at least. Great jerkbait rod. A lot of guys go to the 684, but I prefer just a little bit longer rod for making a little bit longer casts, especially in clear water smallmouth fishing. That is my ultimate jerkbait combo, which will be getting destroyed here in May on some big smallies. Moving away from the champions to the Cadence. This is a Cadence 713 paired with a Daiwa Steez 6.3 to 1 gear ratio. This is my spinnerbait combo. As you can tell, I've got the red rod sock to match to keep everything kind of in line. I typically throw 3/8 ounce with this combo. 6.3 to 1 gear ratio. This is 20 pound Seaguar and VizX. This is a blast to throw. I'm absolutely loving the Cadence. They are a great, great rod for the money. This might be leading in the future over the Champion Series for rods sold because it is so great. And then of course I've got the spinning pink knobs, SLP stuff. Omega spinnerbaits in there. Got a couple of them from clear water and dirty water. But this is the Cadence 713 Steez A combo. Another Cadence. This is the Cadence 714, 7'1", 4 power. This is a great all-around rod, but I'm currently using it for my wake baits. I've got my wake bait in here. This is a bait sack. If you've not seen these, they're cheap. Awesome little container for your lures, so you don't get everything hooked and all that kind of stuff. But this is the 714 paired with a Daiwa Steez A 7.1 to 1 gear ratio. 20 pound Seaguar and VizX. I will probably be changing this out to 30 or 40 pound braid. Probably Seaguar Smackdown because I typically like throwing my wakes on braid, especially if I'm throwing around grass. But this is the Cadence 714 combo with the Steez A, ZPI handles, all that fun stuff. Awesome, awesome bait. I'm probably going to start throwing that here soon. The water's in the low 50s. And they start really chewing it into the upper 50s, the low 60s. So it's coming very soon. And I'll have videos on this as well. Next up from there is going to be the Sierra. This is a Sierra 703 Micro. Paired with yet another Steez A. This is my chatterbait bladed jig rod. This is my Omega Custom Tackle Rapture. If you've not seen those, they're incredible. They hunt really well. This is the Micro series, so I've got the tiny guys on it. This rod has probably caught close to 1,000 fish doing testing and all that stuff I've done with the Rapture. This is my dedicated chatterbait rod. That's why I got the Cadence 713 to throw spinnerbaits and stuff like that. This is, again, this is 20 pound Seaguar and VizX. This is a Steez A 6.3 to 1 gear ratio. Awesome, awesome combo. I need to put new line on this and I need to take this reel off and dial it in. It's caught so many fish, so I probably got to do little repairs to it. From there, we're moving on to meat and potato stuff, heavy stuff. This is the Dobbins Champion 736C. This is my dedicated frog rod. This is paired with a Daiwa Zillion HLC. The same model as that one, but I swapped the gears to 7.3 to 1 on this one. It's got a massive ton of power, awesome reel. I've abused it, it's in great shape. This is 65 pound Seaguar Smackdown. This is an awesome, awesome frog rod. This is probably my favorite frog rod that I've ever tossed. It's just a blast to throw. That is the killer combo. Next up is going to be more of my finesse frogging. This is my finesse frogger slash swim jig rod. This is the Dobbins 755 prototype from like a decade ago that we don't talk about. If you've seen my other videos, you know what rods I'm talking about. This is a Daiwa Steez, or this is a Daiwa SSSV 8.1 to 1, 50 pound Seaguar Smackdown. This is my finesse frogging. This is my like Jackal Caras, some of the lighter frogs, the smaller frogs, a little bit lighter walking frogs, but this typically throws my Jackal Caras because that's a great frog. On pressured lakes and everything, it's just a hookup ratio frog and it's a nice finesse walking frog. This is the secondary backup frog rod. Now we're getting into our vertical stuff. This is another great all-purpose. If you saw my last video on the Swiss Army knife of rods, this is the Swiss Army knife right here. This is the Dobyns Champion 735C, paired with a Daiwa Steez SV 8:1-to-1 gear ratio, 22-pound Lake Fork floral hybrid. This is just my Texas rig big worm rod. This is pretty much the only thing I use it for. Awesome combo. Been using it for years. This used to be my frog rod till I got a 736, and now I don't even touch this one for frogging, as I've got the 736 as my heavy cover, open water, anything frog, gavachos. 735C, awesome combo. Next up is the other rod that we don't talk about. This is a 794. This is a 7'9" 4 power. This is a awesome half-ounce football jig rod. I have it paired with the new Daiwa Zillion. This is the new Zillion. You've seen my breakdown videos of it opening up and my unboxings. This is pretty much my dedicated football jig combo. This is 15 or 17 pound Seaguar Tatsu. It's a little bit older line, so I need to replace this line as well. Just been using it for casting and just kind of shooting some videos and stuff like that. But this is the new Zillion. It is awesome, awesome reel. Next up is a Yellow Spectrum. This is my 746C. This is my massive big jig rod. I'm throwing 3/4 ounce footballs. I'm throwing 1 ounce and 7/8 Pro Megas from Omega. This is 25-pound Seaguar Abrazex, paired with the Daiwa Steez More Than PE. This is an 8:6-to-1 gear ratio. Yeah, 8:6-to-1 gear ratio. I've only used this rod a couple times, just because the fish are not post-spawn yet. I will probably actually start flipping with this combo once they start moving on beds, just because it's got massive power and a lot of the fish are going to be around grass and cover. This is an incredible reel, incredible combo here. I mean, this is one of the best just jigging, big jig combos, half ounce and above. This is an incredible combo. It's a blast to use. I just need to throw it a little bit more. I've been throwing a lot of finesse stuff and cranking. So that is the 746 HP Steez More Than PE. Now we're getting up to the high-end jig stuff. This is the 755 Ecstasy, paired with my Steez Limited 8:1-to-1 ZPI. It's got a ZPI spool, 8:1-to-1. This is 20-pound line. This will be my secondary flipping and pitching combo. This is an awesome, awesome combo. The ecstasies are excellent. It matches perfect with it. Got a bunch of jig rods just because I throw a jig a ton, especially here now. But this is the 755 Ecstasy with a Daiwa Steez, 20-pound line, 8:1-to-1 gear ratio. Next up is another one. This is my 725. This is kind of gone towards my finesse jig, heavy jig, skipping, tight quarters, skipping around docks, all that kind of stuff. This is a 725 with another Daiwa Steez Limited SV. This has the stock SV in it, SV spool in it because of skipping. The SV spool is great. It's a little over braked, so it doesn't blow up and give you problems skipping jigs or anything like that. This is a great all-purpose jig rod. I've got a finesse tungsten jig on here right now because some of the other lakes that we fish, I'm not using a big giant jig like that, so I'm slimming it down with the more of a finesse style jig. Next up is my 724. This is a Ecstasy 724. It currently has a tube on it. I used this rod for tubing up north for smallmouth. I swapped out and put it on for here, and I've been whacking them on tubes here because nobody throws it. This has 15-pound Seaguar Tatsu This is a Daiwa Steez 7-1-1 SV. Incredible combo. This is an absolute blast to throw. I also throw smaller swim baits, paddle tool swim baits on it with the Omega head, Biospawn Exo Swims. This is just a fun rod to throw, smaller football jigs as well. But right now, I'm going to keep the tube on it until we get really warm, and then I'm going to swap it over to probably the swim bait. This is my 755. I've got a couple of these. This is my meat potatoes. I absolutely love the 755s for jigs. 755 ecstasy. Daiwa Steez 8-1-1, 25-pound Seaguar Brace X throwing half-ounce flip jigs from Omega. This is the absolute meat and potatoes that I use all the time. This is my #1 jig setup. All right, back. Had a little distraction over here. I think it's just Amazon dropping off more stuff. So now we're moving on to the finesse stuff. I've got 6 finesse rods. Start off with this one right here. This is my prototype. This is my prototype Savvy 701C. This is the prototype. So it's got the bigger guys and far less guys. But this is the prototype that I've had for a year. Worked on getting this BFS rod perfect, and this did its job for the few weeks or months, you know, up to testing and testing and testing and testing. But this is my 7001. We swapped them, so you'll see up here in a second what we went to. But this is awesome. I don't have a reel on it yet because I don't know what I'm going to use it for. When I go up smallmouth fishing, I might let my buddies use it just because it's a blast to use. This one is the final product. This is the 7'4" Zero Power. This is paired with a Daiwa Elphus Air Custom. This is this is probably the most enjoyable ultralight combo that I've ever owned. This is 4-pound Yozuri Hybrid, and this is the final product here with the micro guides and a ton of guides that we've put on. Shorten the handle, put the keeper here. I mean, this is a blast. This is my Ned rig, small jigs, vertical combo. This is an absolute blast to throw, and it's just a joy to have, and really was cool to design and test and do all this kind of stuff for the Dobbins family. And I hope everyone is enjoying these rods because they are an absolute blast to fish with. This one right here is the Sierra 700C, 2 to 8 pound line, 16th to 5/16. This is the final production of my prototype over here. I've got it paired with an OG Daiwa Pixie. This is a 5:7 gear ratio, 4-pound line as well. I'm gonna string it up and I'm gonna throw tiny crankbaits on it like RC .5s. This is an awesome rod. Again, awesome all-around rod. It is a blast to fish with. It weighs absolutely nothing. So once you throw this all day and you pick something else up like that, it's horrible. This is so fun to throw. It's a great trout, crappie, bluegill, bass, everything. This is the Sierra 700C. We might be coming out with some shorter ones, so stay tuned with that. And for you OG Dobbins guys, these are like the holy grail unicorn rods. This is a DX 701 Finesse. These are really hard to get. I've got a couple of them. They're just really, really, really hard to get. This is paired up with my Daiwa Elphus Airstream Custom 7-footer. This is a 4 to 10 pound line, a 16th to 3/8. These are incredible to throw, smallmouth fishing. Just a blast. This is 4-pound Yozuri Hybrid again. I like the 4-pound just because it's so much fun to throw. These are going to get a ton of workout here soon as this water warms up a little bit more. And these rods are just hard to find and hard to come by. So I will not give them up, and I will not get rid of them. This is another one. This is the DX701C Finesse. I've got 2 of them. I think this one right here I've had for like 15 years. Incredible rod. This is paired with a Daiwa Pixie SPR. Again, 4-pound Missouri hybrid. Awesome. This is gonna be like a trap, Ned rig, all that kind of stuff. Small tubes. When we go in the rivers, fish smallmouth and all that kind of stuff, this is what I use, and it's an absolute blast. I've caught so many 6-pounders on this. It's just really fun to throw. And last but not least, a rod that I don't use enough, but I need to, is my DX702. This is a shaky head, small football jigs, small anything vertical stuff. This is a great rod. I just need to throw it more. Paired with a Daiwa Pixie SPR. This has got 4-pound line as well. This might be 4 or 6-pound, Missouri hybrid. Again, this just needs to be my shaky head setup, and I need to throw shaky heads more. I just stopped doing them years ago. I don't know why. I just need to throw them. I need to throw more shaky heads because it catches a ton of fish. I'm usually throwing a jig or something like that. So that is the DX702. Awesome finesse rod. Finesse power. This is great for nets, tubes, all that kind of stuff. Just got a little more power than those. But that is it, guys. That is the arsenal. This is the Arsenal 2021. I have maybe another rod or 2 coming, but we will discuss those when they get here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash that thumbs up, guys. I know you guys have been waiting for it. Smash the thumbs up. Post down below what you guys think. I know I'm crazy. I got a ton of gear, but they're tools to me. So smash them. I love my reels. I love my rides. So smash that thumbs up, guys. Post down below. Hope you guys have a great one, and we'll talk to you guys later.